All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up? What's up with it, everyone? Welcome to another Kind Hearts Media Mopecast. Today we have a social media influencer primarily on TikTok and comedian, local Pittsburgh comic, Joey Purse, ladies and gentlemen. His TikTok is primarily like anime themed. So he and I are personally like Facebook friends, and he has a lot of very inspirational and motivating posts. So I like really vibe with that. Anyway, welcome to the show, Joey.
Hey.
What's up? Yeah. So like he's a man of few words, everyone.
Intros are always odd for me. I can never just
you straight, bro. That's hilarious. So yeah, we could go straight into it. How would you describe how'd you first get started? What's your story? Like, whatever you want to start with it.
I started making sketches in high school, senior year at the end of high school, because it was just fun. Vine was new and everyone was just having fun with it. So it started off as just making videos for fun. Hoping to go viral. And then once I went viral, I was like, this shit's stupid.
Okay. What year did you officially go viral, and was it on Vine or was it just on TikTok?
It was on TikTok. I went viral on TikTok. Well, by definition, viral. I've had thousands of views before on videos on the YouTube and Facebook, but I've never actually went by definition viral. And so the year I went viral was March 2020. Well, that was the month and the year on TikTok. And so that's when I saw that the shit was dumb. And but no, for real, when I tell people I was like, yeah, going viral ain't worth it, they get like all shocked and everything. They're like, really? I thought you never said. I was like, yeah, this shit's not fulfilling at all. It's just like, it's cool, but nothing changed. I'm still here.
Yeah. I mean, I went viral twice thus far, and then exactly. It's not this, whatever. And then I interviewed my real estate friend. He's come when we were in Atlanta, and he said the same thing. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So, but I'm not, my personal things aren't viral, but I went viral through my other avenues.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So and what was the theme of the video? Oh yeah. Also, if you're not on TikTok, follow him at Joey Purse. And he, as you can see, he does a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff, which I would really fuck with. So, and which video was the one that went viral for you?
The first video I had that went viral was a game video where I was just arguing between Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo and PC, and it got 2 million views.
That's right. I saw that one. Yeah, that's what's up. How long have you been doing stand-up comedies though?
Since 2017.
Okay, a 4-year vet. That's what's up, man. Dang. And like, for you said you started with Vine, which was pretty funny. Like, because Vine, the thing about Vine, what I really liked is just succinctness, right? Brief, getting to the point. The constraint of 6 seconds, which I like. It's always like a puzzle to solve, right?
It's hard.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's hard as hell.
Yeah. And then for example, for me, back when Instagram video posts were like just 15 seconds, I would like try to tell a story, and I thought 15 seconds was a good window, right? Because for me as a rapper, and like other people were rap, like NBA star, I forgot which guy, but they were rapping, but they could fit 4 bars in 15 seconds, you know?
Damn.
Yeah. And then so like those are just usually a cappella freestyle, but then for me it was like I would have like enough room for like 2 bars in the intro, 2 bars in the end, and then 4 bar like a rap, and I would usually rap about eating like some weird food or something. So, but yeah, anyway, that's just like, it's just dope how. Okay, so what's the most proud video within that 6-second Vine that you've made?
Oh shit! None of my Vines were successful.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. Fuck the success. What people think about. What about you personally? Yeah.
There is this one video I made where I was singing, I think, Bruno Mars, and someone told me to shut the fuck up. In my Vine.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Vine I made and one of the only I can remember.
That's hilarious.
But
Hilarious. For you personally, what about you personally for your TikTok videos?
as far as the one that I'm most proud of, it's the first because I never thought it was gonna happen, and for it to take off like it did, it's still like every now and then I'll think about it and appreciate that first video. Uh, so yeah, as far as like, I don't think any of my videos are funny. To be quite honest, I don't think any
Mm.
of them are funny. I don't laugh at any of them. But actually, there was one I laughed at, just one. But
Which
there's
one was
like,
that? Which one
it
was
was
that?
it was another one that went viral when I was making fun of the game Fall Guys last
Mm.
summer. That one made me laugh, but other than that, none of them made me laugh. But the first one's definitely my favorite. The first one that went viral.
Nice, nice, very nice, very nice. That's dope. What were how'd you discover your niche on TikTok?
I just started making videos of stuff that I actually pay attention to and
Okay.
stuff I actually like. Like I tried the trends, they didn't really work for me. Um, to make videos to the trends, actually, it hinders my thought process. And
Yes.
so it takes my creativity away from it. So I don't like doing trends.
For sure, for
And
sure.
so I tried doing those, they never really caught on. I tried making videos of just random stuff. They would do okay every now and then, but they never really caught on. And then once I started, literally the first video I made of the games, boom, it popped. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, okay. So let's keep making videos of games. And then so they were doing steady for a while. And then I made an anime, first video I made an anime, boom, popped. I was like, okay. So I can try to make videos out of that too. So that's basically how I got reeled in to that content.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you go
That,
where
yeah, I
the
saw what was
crowd is.
working, so
Yeah,
I
exactly,
kept it up.
exactly. No, for
But
sure. For
it just so happened to be what was working or the stuff that I'm more into anyways. So I wasn't forcing it.
Yeah, and there you go. That's what's up. That's what I always like. Oh, I guess TikTok was known for, at least especially last year, like a bunch of overnight celebrities and discovering their niche, whatever. Just the organic talent discovery algorithm that them smart
Yeah.
Chinese people, got figured out and stuff that Instagram reels try to copy and stuff. But but yeah, what hold on. Who would you say are your top five influences? Yeah, it could be top or as many top main influences in like comedy or media or anything like business, entrepreneurship, etc.
My top five influences for entertainment would go RDC World. Well, let's start off with YouTube because these are my biggest influences for all levels of entertainment. RDC World One, Mr. Beast, Caleb City. Um, Not really. I like Lennar, but he's not really an influence. Back then, like when I first started comedy, my biggest influences, I should say, for comedy were Michael Jackson and Kevin Hart.
Oh, that two good. Hey, two good performers. Michael Jackson, especially the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Dang. What? So what? I guess. What was the main thing that? Okay, wait, I got. Let me. I'm just trying to like, as you tell your story, I'm like, I'm always thinking, just trying to unpackage stuff. But oh yeah, so let's rewind a bit. Why is going viral unfulfilling for you as it was for me? And I have like two separate reasons, as well as my friend. Well, why is it for you?
Because when I was going viral and I was looking at my phone as the numbers were going up, I realized it's just a number, doesn't mean anything. I was like, yeah, people were seeing it, but I'm not getting anything out of it. It wasn't the likes.
Exactly.
It was it wasn't the likes, it wasn't the views, it was the comments that made it fulfilling. Um, and
Yeah.
so when I read the comments, I was like, oh, this shit is dope. But then when I'm not in the comments, it's like this is lame.
Very
So
nice. I'm sure you've come across where, like, there's this quote. There's like sometimes your strangers, they don't even know you, are your biggest fans.
Yeah,
are way more supportive of you than like
than the
people
people
who
who
know
know
you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure you've experienced that as I do. I'm not even nowhere near your level of social media presence, but like, but yeah, if you wanna go in that, do you agree with that? And
I do. I wholeheartedly agree with that. My cousin told me when I first started stand up, the people who don't know you are going to support you more than the people who know you. So don't care
mm,
about the people who know you. Like, don't care about bringing them to shows. And I, I've done shows literally in my hometown and had nobody show up for me in my hometown. And I have a large family. Like, the town is kind of small, and my family is literally like half of the town. Like, I'm
mm,
related to a ton of people there. And so you're telling me not one single cousin can come up the street to this show? And I've had, and on the same note, I've had a guy from Pittsburgh who lives about 45 minutes away from that said town drive all the way down to that town to see me perform.
mm.
So, like, yeah, I definitely wholeheartedly believe that people who don't know you support you harder than the people who do know you. Oh, and this, I never went viral when I had to depend on the people who knew me to push my content. I went viral whenever it was the people who didn't know me pushing my content.
Dude, fucking same. Okay, I know exactly what you mean. So, yeah, and okay, that's really cool. So in terms of when you discovered that, was that a bit disheartening for you? Were you like a bit
It
hurt or?
was, yeah, definitely. Cause I was like, why? Why did it take this much? I have a I have a girl I graduated with, lived right up the like literally 6 houses down. Like, we used to be like real cool and stuff. Never once shared any of my shit. And like, it's not like we weren't cool. Like, we were cool. Like, we're neighbors. Like, we used to go over each other. I used to go over her house, play Uno and stuff like that after we graduated and shit. Like, we were tight. Never once shared any of my stuff. Never liked my stuff. The classmates I graduated with, none of them ever liked my stuff. Only about 4 of them do. It's like, so these are the people who are supposed to support me. None of my cousins support me. And I was like, why? Why don't they support me? But the people who don't know me are supporting the fuck out of me. But and it did. It bothered me for a while. And I eventually just had to be like, well, you know what? It is what it is. Just stop worrying about it. Because it's
Yeah,
not gonna change. Like,
yeah,
I realized until you become that dude, like until your face is all in the media, the people who know you ain't gonna give a fuck about you as
yeah.
far as
Facts,
entertainment goes.
facts. That's 100%, 100%. Dang. I mean, it's a cold hard truth that I feel like a lot of people who achieve a level of prestige in their work or art, they like become disillusioned once they discover that,
Yeah.
so about like the people around them or whatever. I mean, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, I for me, the real estate dude and I were talking, is just like, yeah, I just accepted it as human nature, so I stopped giving a fuck about that shit, you
Yeah,
know.
bro. Like, I learned to stop caring about the ones who don't and appreciate the ones who do more. So
Yeah, and that's almost, I think that's exactly what he said essentially. Yeah. So what made you want to transition from the media side to go actually perform on stand up on stage?
I went to a comedy show, my first ever comedy show in 2016, 2017, because my cousin was hosting at the Pittsburgh Improv.
Yeah.
And I went there because I just wanted to see him perform. I didn't know we were family or anything before recently, until recently around that time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, my cousin's a comedian. I want to see him perform. Granted, I never really put too much thought into doing stand up because I never cared for it. I never even liked it. So uh, I saw him and he was like, well, you do the online stuff. Now you got to do the in-person stuff. You got to try it out. You got to do both. And I thought about it all night, made a couple phone calls. I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And that's what made me start. And partially because I was depressed at college and I just wanted to do something else. So I was actually looking for another way out of college, essentially. I thought being a stand-up would be like fast career progression. No, it takes years.
Oh,
Like,
years. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Uh, so that's great. So you were in college, and then as a, I guess, reaction to your depression, or try to like as a coping mechanism solution for you to like try to deal with it, you just like, oh, I want to make. This is me projecting. It's projecting stuff, so I could be wrong, but which I probably am. But at least for me, I was just like, I'm like, even when I'm depressed or sad, and then like making someone else laugh and seeing the glimmer in their eyes, it's like, oh, you know, life's worth living type shit. I don't know. That's for me.
Partially, that was part of it. It was primarily just because I wanted to find another career outside of college, just another lane. And
Oh,
I
word,
thought,
word. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah. So that's how that happened.
And then like for you, it's so interesting. This is crazy, like, cause you're like, I guess, okay. So let me unpackage that. So at least some of there in there was this belief about yourself. You're like, I know I'm funny, and like stand-up comedy seems like the most viable option outside of this, you know, professional career path that the traditional, you know, college and then 9 to 5, whatever. So then, and then you're like, you're presented with an opportunity, or like you see it and you're like, oh, it doesn't seem that hard, and then you try it, right? That's what I'm
No,
guessing.
no, that's not what happened.
No, no, okay, my
That's
bad,
not what happened.
my bad,
Well,
my bad, my bad,
the
my bad.
thing is, I never thought I was funny. I still don't.
Really?
Yeah, basically, what drove me to do it is because I was so desperate to find another career path. I was like, fuck it. I'm bombing so hard at life. If I do bad on stage, it won't make a difference. So,
Damn, bro, that is heavy.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that's literally what happened. I really, it had, because when I was in college, bro, I wanted to kill myself a few times. There was two things that kept me from not doing it. My siblings, because I was like, I don't want to be that kind of person to my siblings. I don't want them to look at me and be like, he quit. So I
Mm,
was like,
damn,
that's number one.
that's
And
real.
two, I thought, well, this is only temporary. Eventually it'll be better. So those are the two things that kept me like going through college. And like I said, I never thought I was funny. I had to think about it all night. I had made a couple phone calls with some people, and I eventually was like, "Fuck it, I'll try it. It ain't gonna hurt to try it."
Damn.
I was like, if I don't do it, if I don't like it, I don't have to ever go back. I'm doing all right with the videos. I don't have to ever go back. So that's how that happened.
Damn, bro, that's some real shit. Like, and also, one thing I like really, really respect the fuck out of about you or Joey, for those who are gonna watch this. He's like really open about his, I guess, mind state, and then his struggles with depression or having like overcome it, and then like just his story. And he's a really good writer, and it's just like
Thank
it's
you.
very it's yeah no it's dope, man. It's very motivating. So I'm like, I try to share as much of like his deep posts and like introspections as much as I can. But yeah, because I think a lot of people can gain some encouragement from that, you know, with their own struggles when they hear someone else's perspective who's been through it. So,
Yes,
yeah, keep
I
going.
was gonna say, yeah, like I do those because I know what it's like to be like super down and you don't exactly know where to go and you feel like what you're doing there's nothing coming from it. Like I know exactly what that's like my entire career has been that. It just started to turn around last year. Now it's starting to pick up even more.
Hell yeah,
but
congrats, bro.
um
Yeah.
but even till this day, like I made a post yesterday but I took it down because I didn't know. I was like, I don't know if I like this or not. But basically, like how I said earlier, I still don't think I'm funny. I literally do stuff just because I try. Like I go in there without the belief that I can do, because I don't think I can do a lot of shit, but I go in there thinking that I can't do it, but I still try to do it because I know that I have to do it to get what I want, if that makes any sense.
No, 100%. That's nuts. There's like, okay, let me ask you, you with that even belief, and there's like me trying to what is it, like infer that, I don't know. I feel like not to like, you know, condemn you, or not to like call you out or some shit with but just low self-esteem issues, I guess, which I struggle with as well. But I mean, there's nothing about you that like you're like, either is there a desire like I want to be funny, or I think I'm funny sometimes, or I know you, I mean, obviously you get validated with people laughing and shit. I mean, I think you're funny. So is it just you that you try to become funny? You keep trying and you keep going on stage to become funny, or become, or you just, is it just, do you look at it as, I don't know. Can you help me out? Do you know where I'm going with this kind of?
I basically I go on stage at stuff that I personally find funny, and because I just go be myself. Like I don't try to be funny or anything. I just
Yeah.
go be myself, and so I really put my personality into my jokes. Excuse me, and I think that's one thing that separates me a lot from local comedians is that my joke style is like my personality shines through my jokes. So, because I'm just trying to be myself through the job. I'm not thinking like whenever I write my jokes, I don't think too hard about what what would be funny right here, what would be funny right there, what should would be placed right here, because I'm just being myself throughout the entire joke. So like I go in there with the attitude. If they find it funny, cool. If they don't, that's cool. I mean, I kind of laughed at it. So
No, that's what's up.
and if they don't like it, then I'll just go home and I'll try to make it how they like it.
Okay,
And
that's what's up.
so, but I don't really like you said, I like to let the crowd decide if they think that I'm funny or not. Like my opinion is that I'm not funny, but obviously other people think differently. So
Mm. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Um, oh yeah, just for some context, Joey and I met at Kiki, it was Kiki's birthday, right? And then
yeah, yeah,
through Izzy, yeah,
yeah.
Izzy, shout out Izzy, bro, Izzy for real, yeah. Uh, yeah, we just like kind of connected. Like you work with is it some kind of
All
cannabis
deaf,
media? Cannabis? Oh, is
all deaf cannabis and all deaf gaming. But yeah, all deaf
Oh,
cannabis.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Can you detail your story about how you got involved with that?
Yeah, I got involved with it. It was actually a shocker to me because I first watched All Deaf in like 2016ish, 2015, 2016. I want to say 2016. And I remember watching one of their web series, Teddy versus Doughboy, and I was like, yo, I want to work with this platform one day. And they were
Mm,
already big back then. Like they already
mm-hmm.
had millions of subscribers and stuff. Because All Deaf is really just Def Jam rebranded.
Yeah, yeah.
So they already have their following, their online following. So I was a huge fan. I watched all their stuff, and I'm like, I hope to work with them one day. And then fast forward 2021, I literally randomly get hit up by one of their now who is now a producer. She wasn't a producer at the time. She just worked with them and she was doing stuff. But now she's a producer. She randomly hit me up one day and was like, "Yo, you want to get on this show that we got on All Deaf Cannabis?" And she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be doing it in like a month." Or I can't remember. She put a timestamp on it, but I don't trust people's words so much that I was like, that shit ain't happening. Like, I'm
Mm,
like, this can't be real. Like, you're asking me to do all deaf. I was like, I was like, and on top of that, it's all deaf. I was like, this isn't happening. This isn't real.
yeah,
And I don't trust people's words too much when it comes to setting up dates because of how that used to happen. People used to fall through on me all the time. So I have a hard time trusting a lot of people when it comes to that stuff, depending on what it is. And so I'm like, this isn't happening. So like 3 to 4 weeks go by, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's happening. Like I was excited for the entire 3 to 4 weeks, and then I just started feeling real low because I was like, damn, I got my hopes up. Like that was gonna be dope. And then she randomly hit me up, and it was like, all right, we're doing it on this date. What's your email? And so that's how I got basically how I got hooked up with them.
hell
Um,
yeah. That's what's up.
yeah, just basically one of their producers randomly hit me up for it.
Yeah. As yeah, I to be honest, man, I haven't done enough research with All Deaf, I guess, but yeah, and then I just see you worked with cannabis. I'm like, oh, we're a cannabis education company, and then yeah. Speaking of cannabis, do you have you do you smoke? Do you get high before for inspiration for your videos, or before you perform on stage, or what's up?
No, I actually prefer not to be under the influence when I go into my creative process whatsoever.
Wow, interesting. Really
Yeah,
interesting.
because whenever I get under the influence, whether I'm I'm high or I'm drunk or whatever I'm doing, I I like to get stupid. I don't I don't like to be like sane. I like to be like illiterate. I don't. So
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I
Interesting.
like, so basically I just like to have fun like whenever I'm
Mm.
under the influence. So I don't like to really focus. So whenever I smoke, like I make sure it's a strand that'll make me just want to have put me in a good mood and stuff like that, and just want to be like talkative and shit. Like I don't like being I don't like having to work when I'm doing stuff like that.
Word. Word. What strands do you like? You don't mind my asking.
Honestly, I don't even know.
Really? Really?
No, I know for a fact I like sour diesel because
Okay.
my stepdad used to sell me sour diesel when he had it.
Yeah.
It always put me in like this goofy ass mood, so I fucked with it.
Yeah.
And normally I just buy what my stepdad has, and he normally is just it does the same shit, all of it. So uh it's I had monster cookies one time that put me on my ass. She put me on my ass, bro.
Sure.
But it made me like really calm, and I didn't like that at all because I didn't like being spaced out on the couch, just calm. That's not what when I'm under the influence. I don't like being calm. I can be calm sober. I don't want to. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's a wasted high for me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting, man. You're like, yeah. You. It's honestly, you're one of the very few, or maybe first person who said who've ever heard this from, especially as like a creative, you know. So that's just like it's just interesting to hear. Well, and also for me personally, I don't. I try not. I'm super sensitive to weed, and
Yeah.
I trip the fuck out. So I like see shit. Like I like it's like shrooms for me.
Uh-huh.
So I like yeah I can't be in I can't function. You know.
Now,
So yeah.
now another reason why I don't like being creative under like being high is because I've noticed whenever I try to, everything I talk about is just stupid. So like like they're not good ideas whatsoever. And once I realized that, I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. I'll just do it sober. But shrooms though, I've actually come up with the one time I did shrooms and tried to make a joke, I came up with a all right joke. So I'll try to be creative and write jokes when I'm high under shrooms, but
Okay. That's what's up.
not maybe, I don't know. The joke was about being high under shrooms, so maybe that's why it was all right.
That's
But
hilarious. That's hilarious. What other comment what other like what other hobbies or you know art endeavors do you do that like do you find that help you with comedy, or do you just do it, or do you enjoy doing?
uh, before I get into that disclosure, I don't just be out here slanging shrooms and digesting shrooms every day to the people watching this.
Yeah, yeah, me
I
neither.
did
Me
it like a
neither.
handful of times.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. I like shrooms too, but yeah, I use this sparingly. So
Yeah, they're cool. Like I don't want to waste my. I don't want to get too tolerant to them.
yeah, for sure,
So,
for sure.
but yeah, the other hobbies and creative things I do, of course, I do it. It's I wouldn't say they help. Like each form helps one another. I wouldn't say that in the creative process because I draw from two completely different places when it comes to comedy sketches and stand up. But outside of those, I wouldn't necessarily say that I really do anything creative outside of those too often.
Okay.
Um, but as far as activity, hobbies, I like to play video games
Okay.
and
Yeah.
really anything anyone asks me to do.
Oh, word.
I, yeah, if I'm free, I don't mind doing it if I'm free. So
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I tomorrow we should be training Muay Thai
yeah,
tomorrow.
I'm actually excited to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. And then yeah, you recently went rock climbing, right? Because I love rock
Yeah, that was
bouldering. Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
First time. You know what? I like to write. I do like to write stories. I haven't wrote one in a long time because it's just a lot of extra effort that I don't feel like exerting because I exert a lot into sketches and stand up. And
Uh-huh.
so like cuz whenever I'm working, that's my job now. Like making sketches and doing stand up is my career now. Like that's what I make my money from. So like me trying to be creative at all times is it gets draining, and I don't like to do extra creative things at times that also are draining. like because like I said, I like to write stories, and when you write stories, you have to think of a plot line, and you have to fill all the plot holes, and you have to think of this in-depth plot line, characters, scenery, all that setting, all that. I don't want to do that. So
Gotcha. So these stories are fictional, I'm guessing?
yeah,
Okay,
they're like
okay.
sci-fi-ish kind of like. I like making stories of like can't think of the genre because I'm not really too into like authorinism. I just made that up, but
You good?
like I'm not too into books. Like I don't read books, but I'll make a short story. And so like just think of like Harry Potter, what's the one, the Hunger Games,
Hmm.
Divergent, like that kind of genre is like the stuff that I like to write.
Oh, dystopian slash fantasy. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Okay. That's dope. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That's a dope genre. I love sci-fi. And I also like this dystopian sci-fi too. So damn. Um, so what got you into writing?
Um, I kind of always just kind of back in like 2014, 2015, I wanted to make a comic book. And so I kind of always was just like interested in making my own storylines and stuff like that. So I took a script writing class, not because I wanted to, because I had to in college. And that was like the first official story I wrote. Our final had to be a 30-page script. Well, the story idea in general, I think was a very decent idea, but the script was bad because
Mm.
once I got so far into the script, I got tired. Like I just got like stunted in my head. I didn't know what to do, and so I just made it a comedy, and it was terrible. So I changed the genre up. The story was about two brothers. It was basically like a Captain America. Now that I think about it, the story was about two brothers who their mom had cancer. The dad was a scientist for the U.S. government, and so I don't remember what division, like a bio division or something. But he was one of the levels where like he couldn't speak about shit, and you didn't even know about his department. Like it was one of those like super secret levels. So he ended up doing an experiment on his two children. They were twins,
Damn, dude,
and
this is hard. This is all sick already, bro. I like it. I like the premise. Keep going. Keep going.
and so like they were twins. He did like a superhuman experiment to where they basically came out like Captain America. You know, they were basically juiced up on steroids in a sense, essentially. Realistically speaking, that's what it was. But in the in the storyline, it's different. So they have like superhuman endurance, strength, all that speed, whatever. And so because they were part of an experiment to be like to protect the nation. Um, they were an experiment to protect the nation against shit. And basically, what ended up happening was they both had like the serum worked specifically in their strengths favors. Like the one brother, he was a hothead, and like the serum, I can't think of how it worked or the word for it, but it adapted to their individual strengths and personalities. So the serum for the one brother, he was a hothead, but he was like a jock. He played sports. He had muscle, like he was strong and shit. So the serum gave him like super strength, but it didn't help. It helped his intellect, but only so much. Like they both got super smart off of it. But the
Word.
other one was really smart, and he got like telekinetic powers and shit like that from it. But he wasn't strong or anything. Everything came from his brain, and
Yeah, that's hard.
he was more like laid back. So basically, eventually, like they're fighting crime. It took place in Oregon. I don't know why I chose Oregon of all places, but they were fighting crime, and then I remember what happened. I think like the smart brother tried to take credit for for like stopping the crime, and the other brother got mad at him and then just like stormed off, disappeared like for years. And
Mm.
then eventually there was this like crime mob that took over the world while during he was gone, like during the years he was gone, this crime mob took over the world, and then he made like a message to the US saying basically like how supervillains do, they're like basically give me this or else. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what happened. So basically his gang was so strong that they waged war on the United States, and they beat the United States Army. And the brother was out, like, because the one brother, like the evil brother, got a lot stronger over time, and the other brother stopped fighting crime to take care of his mom who had cancer because she was getting deathly ill. So he had to get help to fight the other brother, and eventually they end up fighting. And then come to find out that the father, who was absent from their lives the entire life, was helping the evil brother take everything over. And event, yeah, at that point it basically became a good versus evil thing.
No,
Basically,
dude.
brains versus bronze. It was
Yeah.
like a brains versus bronze at the end, and yeah.
How was it? How was it terrible? The script is just the script. What's certain? Why?
So okay, so that's the plot idea,
Yeah,
right?
that's a sick
That's the
ass
idea.
premise. That's a sick premise, bro.
Yeah, it's hard, but
Yeah.
no, like it is. Like
Yeah.
I never compliment. Like the one thing I will compliment, I compliment my stories and stuff like that. I never compliment my stand up. I'm like middle on the sketches, but when it comes to my writing, like I have confidence and pride in my writing.
Hell
Like
yeah, that's what's up.
Because this is like my creativity when writing. But basically, what happened was the story is a good story concept, but the script was terrible. Like that fight in Oregon, because basically what happened, I noticed that if I made comedy, it came easier for me than writing something serious. So on like page 7 out of the 30 pages, I just switched and made it a comedy, and that's why I got stupid. Yeah, because I was struggling on the final because I was like, I can't make this serious. I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And then so I just made it funny, and it just got stupid. Like example, this is how stupid it got. So like the villains that they fought in Oregon before the dude, like before the brother was like, nah, fuck you, I'm doing my own thing. They were named after Schneider's tea. There was peach, raspberry, and lemon. That was their name, and they were tea. And then they were like, why is that your names? He was like, because whenever we came out of the womb, we were covered in tea. Like it was stupid. Like it was it was very stupid. And it's
No, yeah, I got you. The premise is hard though. That's for sure. If you wanted to revisit, I'm sure you could get like, especially if you blow up, man. That's a Netflix deal right there, bro. But a couple things. If you I know you said you don't like reading, but that it brought you gotta read Ender's Game, Ender's Shadow, because that's like it's
I've heard of Ender's Game,
dude. It's so good. Don't fuck the movie. Read the 2 books. Yeah, read the 2 books, and you can probably read each one. They're like this thick, but like you can read each one in like 4 hours because it reads like a movie, you know. And then it's just your story reminded me of that shit. And then oh yeah, who's your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Why?
Because I just like the idea whenever I was growing up, especially the teenager, I like the idea of a teenager being the superhero. And I don't know, I kind of liked his powers. I like all the different suits he has. He just seemed like kind of cool to me. Like his personality. I was gravitated towards him because of his personality more so than anything.
That's so interesting. So it seems like you definitely got like this underdog mentality, like someone no one expects from, that ends up saving like the world type shit, or being a superhero, doing a lot of great things. And then so is Spider-Man your favorite? Like, what are your top 3 comics or superhero stories?
I don't read.
Or movie, or I guess okay. Well, then what are your top 3 movies? Or they could be superhero genre, or they could just be movies in general.
Top 3 superhero movies. Would you consider the Ninja Turtles superheroes?
Yes, yeah, I would.
Okay. One of this, I can't decide on it. Probably Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home is probably number 1. I definitely like the Ninja Turtle movies. The newest one.
Okay, I haven't seen either of those movies you mentioned. So
I want to say the newest one when they were the Nickelodeon one. The one that came out in 2007, I don't think was too bad either. I think it was cool how they all kind of like disbanded. I can't remember if that happened in the newest one though with Nickelodeon, but maybe it was the first one with Nickelodeon because I think they came out with 2. I can't remember whichever one they fought the Shredder at the end in.
Okay. All right,
I don't really. My memory is kind of not there because I don't watch movies as much anymore, and I haven't for years, so I don't really think about them. But And the third would be superheroes. I don't know. Maybe one Iron Man.
Okay, yeah,
Iron Man 2, maybe.
Hell yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that was hard. That was a hard movie. Nice. You didn't like the fucking Christopher Nolan
The
Batman
Batman.
series?
You know what? Let me take Iron Man out and throw the Dark Knight Rises in where
Oh,
I'm
you like Dark Knight Rises, bro? I
Yeah.
like Dark Knight with the Joker. That
Dark
shit
Knight. It
was.
was good. It was good. Yeah.
But wait. Why do you like Dark Knight Rises better? Because Bane like beat the Batman, or what? Or is like more triumph, or what's up? What about that appealed to you more?
I like the Dark Knight because it just was honestly it wasn't as boring to me.
Really?
The Dark Knight kind of bored me at times. Like I can't remember if it just started off slow or what, but I don't know what it was when I first tried to watch it. But it was good though. Like when I actually watched it, I was like, yo, this is fire. But yeah, I also like the ensemble more in the Dark Knight Rises.
Okay. I got you. That makes sense. Yeah. What's what's interesting? Opening night of Dark Knight Rises, I fell asleep. So like it's just so interesting our like preference. I mean, people like things for different reasons, or they just like their thing, it's just interesting hearing about your perspective. And then like, it's just cool. It's just cool. This is hilarious. So what are your top 3 video games?
My top 3 favorite. Okay, so there's too many video games for me to just pick like singular ones. But as far as genre goes, or like not genre but franchise, it would be. I actually just shared a post about this. It said pick 3. Don't think about it. Just pick 3.
Really? I haven't seen it. If you did, yeah.
Pokemon, Mario, Super Mario, and those are the top 2 franchises that I those are my top 2 favorites in that order. Pokemon, Mario. And then afterwards, it gets more so about the game than the franchise as much because I'd say Madden because that's the game that I played like out of like the complete play time of like every game I played. I'd say Madden is probably third in play time next to those 2.
Sure. So you're a football fan?
Yeah.
What's up? Did you play football in Scotland? Did you play at all?
Yeah, I played up until 9th grade. I actually got a concussion and haven't played since then. Yeah, I mean it's cool. I wasn't going pro anyways, so
yeah.
I don't really care anymore. Back then, I was hurt.
Well, what position you play?
Because I was one of the bigger kids on the team, so they put me on the line. And
you were a lineman. Oh yeah. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
They ended up once I went into high school, they tried to put me at because I did go to conditioning, and then like the last week, it was literally the last week. I was like, fuck this, but they tried to put me at tight end and defensive end, and that's partially why I was like, fuck this. I'm like, because I shouldn't be at those positions. It's like, motherfucker, I am 5'6", I am 140 pounds, if that. Why do you think I should be a tight end and a defensive end? Like, what is in your brain right now?
Yeah.
And the part that really was bothering me is because at conditioning, I was keeping up with the halfbacks in their sprints. So I'm like, why am I on the line? Like I'm keeping up with the fastest players on the team.
For sure.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. But, dude, you and I will play football. I love football. I'm like, it was something that I never really got into, but then my homie from last year, I was like living with him. He's a huge football fan, and we just nerded the fuck out. So I really appreciate it now, And that's I've been playing football like at least or just practicing drills by myself and shit. And like some of the most athletic motherfuckers are probably the most athletic motherfuckers in the world. So, but yeah, that's what's up, bro. Okay, so here you go. You're just giving me fucking who's your favorite football player?
Of all time, Peyton Manning. Currently, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, I don't keep up with the current stuff. But yeah, Peyton Manning, that's what's up, man. You like dang, that's what's up. If you okay, how about this now? If you could have a dinner conversation for like 1 hour with anybody, celebrity, business person, past or present, famous person, historical person, past or present, or superhero, or you could do it separate. Okay, you could do like fact historical person, and then and you could ask them one question, what would it be, or what would you, or was it what topic, what would you ask them, what would you talk about, and then if it's a two-part question, the superhero or like fictional character or something, whatever, or video game character, anything. So anyway, yeah, that's Joey Purse. Joey Purse.
So,
let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man.
But there's so many people that I want to talk to. It's hard to narrow it down to one. It's really coming down to like three.
Okay, you let's say those three. Say those three.
Okay, so Peyton Manning.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Because
okay.
Peyton Manning, outside of football, has seemed to be, he's great. His professionalism is immaculate. And, you know, he's had his own business deals. I'm sure he's ran businesses and stuff like that. So I would want to talk to him just to, you know, learn about business. Same thing with Kevin Hart. I talked to Kevin Hart for one being the main influence behind my stand-up at the early stages. My favorite comedian of all time. He's also like a business comedian. Like he knows a lot about business.
He's a hella big businessman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a business mogul, bro.
Exactly,
yeah. You know
exactly. So I would talk to Kevin about business and like just getting keys on how to get to the next level. But at the same time, I'd want to talk to Dave Chappelle.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah.
Because I think Dave Chappelle, like Kevin has his own way of how to get to the next level of things, but Dave Chappelle has his own way of how to get to the next level of things also. 100%. Two completely different routes. And I would just like to hear their perspectives on how to like do like things. Okay. So I don't really, as far as like people, like real people, that's who I'd want to talk to. As far as fictional people, so is it just superheroes or is it?
It could be everything. Fictional, it could be like from a book. It could be from books or movies, or it could be video game characters.
Okay. I would want to see. That's hard too. And you know, it's crazy. Like once you pointed out the whole underdog thing, like I started to realize all the characters I like are like that.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Okay, I made you realize something about yourself. That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's why we have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's what's up, bro.
Literally, all the characters I gravitate to is like my favorite characters. They all have that kind of story where they're not expected to do much and they're doing a lot, or like not even like. They're just slept on more so.
Yeah. Dude,
like,
hell yeah. I know. That's what's up, baby. Yeah, let's go. Keep going.
So, like, there's a lot of people I want to talk to. I want to talk.
Let's say three. Let's narrow it down to three.
I want to talk to Harry Potter. Because I just want to know, like, why did he do some of the things he did?
That's hilarious. Keep going.
Like, why did he do some of the things he did? Like, I'd like to know that. But that's straight fanboying with him, though. That's my favorite movie franchise. One of the two favorite movie franchises. Ash Ketchum. Because
I love this. Keep going.
Ash just be getting his ass whooped over and over and over again.
That's hilarious. Oh, this is so funny.
He makes it so far every time and just loses, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna keep coming back. Like, how do you keep coming back? Like, I want to know that. You've lost for like 20 years and you keep coming back. I mean, he did win though. I think last year he did finally win, but like it took you 20 years to do that. Now the third one is kind of hard because it's like between three different characters. There's Goku.
Oh, that's hard. What's my top three?
The thing about Goku is that Goku is stupid. So like, what can I really talk to him about?
I don't know if he is. Oh, he's like unintelligent. He's like childlike naive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's not stupid. He, like you said, he's just childlike and naive. But like, it's like, what can you really talk to him about? Because it doesn't seem like he's really aware of anything until it's time to fight. And I don't want to. I don't want to have to fight this dude. And then he starts giving me facts. That's That's a video idea. I'm making that.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You do it.
Like
And then go on.
he I don't want to fight this dude, and then he starts giving me facts. Like that's
Yeah.
not, but and then there's these two from actually there's 4 or 5 actually. But
Yeah, now name them all.
Two of them stem off of Goku though, because I won't be able to get a conversation out of him. There's this dude Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. His story.
Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, I've heard.
You watch My Hero?
No, I know.
Okay,
all my friends do. Yeah, but yeah.
His story basically is like he doesn't have a power. Everyone is getting a power, and he never gets his, and he wants to get into UA, which is like the biggest school for students with powers.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the primary superhero of the show, his name is All Might. He's like literally.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
He gives Midoriya his power. He transfers his power into him. So now Midoriya has like the best power in the show. Mm-hmm. And so he's literally like the underdog. Nobody was expecting him to do anything. But he's like doing a lot of stuff. But he has the best power, but it's not exactly his power that's helping him. It's his brain thinking through everything, devising plans. So like I'd like to talk to him just to see like, I don't know. I just want to have a conversation just about being a hero and like, because he seems to have like a similar morals to me, as far as he's low confident too. He doesn't have much confidence, and he wants to help people for the better, just to help them and just be a good person. But then there's his counterpart, Bakugo. I can't think of his name right now. Bakugo, his first name. He's a hothead. I could also see myself in him because he's a competitor. He wants to be the best. So he's a hothead. He has a temper. He competes hard. He wants to be the best at what he does. But he and if you're in his way, he'll try to fuck you. He'll fuck you up. I'm not like that, but like I definitely have more of a Midoriya attitude, but I definitely have like Bakugo's side of competition. Like I like to compete for shit.
That's what's up.
Like I like to play games. I'm very competitive, so I know when to turn it on and off though. So it's not like it's like I know comedians who go on stage with that competitive attitude, and it's not a good attitude to have when you're trying to like when you're doing stuff like that, because we're not in competition. But anyways, that's something else. So there's them two, but then the two people who spin off of Goku would be Vegeta, because I feel like you can have a conversation with Vegeta.
Yeah, Vegeta's hard.
Yeah, bro. Like that man took so many L's. He has no choice but to learn from them.
Yeah. That's hilarious how you say it. Yeah. Vegeta, he's one of my favorite characters. He's hard, bro. His pride, bro. That helps him ascend. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So there'll be Vegeta and Gohan, simply because Gohan is just a smart dude. Yeah. I've taken like the personality test a lot for Dragon Ball, hoping I get Goku. I get Goku every now and then, but I primarily get Gohan, and I could see it. So I'd like to talk to Gohan, just like see his point of view on things.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, damn. This is dope. I mean, we could fucking nerd the fuck out about all this shit. But I got another appointment at 1. But for our this is just the intro interview, and then as he progresses, I mean, we didn't even go into fucking his stand-up shit, like all the people, all the places he's toured at and stuff. And then stay tuned with some things like collaboration with me and Joey in our stand-up comedy or whatever. But anyway, so we'll check back in later, and then this is what we usually ask. This is usually our final question. Let's say for anyone aspiring entrepreneurs, artists, comedians, athletes, whatever, and they come up to you and like a little young bull who go like, and he's like, hey, how can I be more like you? What would you sell him?
This kind of happened to me before. I would tell them, don't be like me, be better than me, because there's only one me, just like there's only one you. There's only one of the next person, but you reach your best whenever you are trying to be the best version of yourself. Like you can't be the best version of yourself if you're trying to be a better version of Joey Purse. Like that's so. A kid actually came in my inbox one day. It was like, I want to be just like you, and I was like, hey man, don't be like me, be better than me. And then I had a conversation with him like in person because I actually knew him, and he was like, he was just asking me stuff, and I was like, hey man, just figure out what you want to do because he didn't really know what he wants to do. It's like if you want to try acting, because at this time I was in a musical and I was like making sketches and stuff. Recent, whatever. And I was
Yeah,
like, if this is what you want to do, you just do it. Just try it. Just I'll help you out if you need any help if you want to reach out, but just try it out and keep doing it and you'll get to where you want to go. Just make sure eventually you have a plan on what you want to do and know what you want. Most importantly, know what you want. Because if you do something that you think you want to do, but you really don't want to do it, it's not going to turn out. Or if you're doing something for the wrong reasons, like if you're doing stand up just because you want to be famous, it's not going to work out. Like you have to really put your heart into what you want to do to get the best product of it.
100%. Hell yeah, yeah. It's been a common theme among a lot of people who are doing well in their own right. They're all like, be authentic, be original. It's just, yeah, and it's pretty dope. Also, it's cool that so his favorite stand-up comedian Kevin Hart. I mean, you're part of that younger generation that was heavily influenced by his prestige and all that. But Izzy's also named Kevin Hart as GOAT. But that's yeah, and Izzy's our mutual friend, and he's the reason why we met essentially. So, but yeah, anyway, yeah, fucking dope, man. Yeah, that's hard, man. Like yeah, dude, yeah, I appreciate Joey, or you. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you, I guess. I appreciate you because you're very authentic and you're very introspective and you're very deep. And I find that people who undergo struggles with depression and stuff, um, you know, they reach these really wise and deep, profound insights, and then your ability to articulate it, which is, you get training from all your writing, which you are confident in, and you're able to share it in a way that really resonates with a large group of people, a mass group of people, so keep doing what you do, bro. You're fucking awesome.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, man, and we're gonna be training tomorrow, so yeah, we'll get some.
Yeah, I'm
It's
excited.
gonna be fucking lit as fuck. Yeah, let's go rock climbing. I'll do it. Summertime's out, so let's do some shit. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate the fucking interview, man. Like it's been dope.
Hey man, thank you.
No, hell yeah, no, we can fucking. I'm saying, but then we can fucking nerd the fuck out of all that anime shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna end this now. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and yeah, we'll catch you. We'll catch you later. All right. So here you go, Joey. Just say bye. Say bye.
See you guys. Have fun.
Yeah. All right. Peace.